man, altcoins awaken. We're seeing a bit of a wobbly day here for Bitcoin, but altcoins are starting to make quite a powerful move. We're seeing Bitcoin dominance sharply decline to the downside. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly what is going on, because you're seeing certain altcoins like Solana up 2.5%, Phantom up 6.5%. You've got the likes of Cardano up 1.8%, sorry. Matic up close to 4%. Chainlink 3%. We're starting to see a real focused move on altcoins, despite Bitcoin being just below 60,000 here and struggling to build momentum back up above 60,000. We've got a big CPI week this week, loads of macroeconomic data coming out, and this market needs to decide which direction it's heading in. If you appreciate these updates, please don't forget to smash up likes, as it really does support this channel. If you want to trade with me, you can do so using the link in the description to our Telegram community. Guys, it's boiling hot here in London, which we're super not used to. Let's take a look here at the Bitcoin price. Let's kick off with what is going on, because we're in this pattern, right? And we have been here on Bitcoin for a little while. We know we've been following this sideways consolidation within this green pattern. And now we touch the bottom in the flash crash, right, to do with the Japanese yen trade. We covered that off in previous videos, but we managed to get a good bounce. A couple of days later on the Thursday last week, good bounce, but since we've got a little bit rejected here by the EMA ribbon. And that shouldn't be too much of a surprise, right? Naturally, we're below our EMA ribbon here. We're in a daily downtrend here on Bitcoin, and it's understandable that this EMA ribbon is going to act like resistance. We know we've got this important resistance line, right? It was a support line, which is where we broke down the M pattern. Now it becomes resistance. So 63.3 up to about 63.8. This is going to be a tough level. So it's very important that now on Bitcoin, we can somehow scrape out a higher high. We need to see something like this. We need to be able to push around it, higher high, break through, and eventually conquer that level. That's what we need to see here on Bitcoin. It's not going to be easy. I mean, we may well need to come further down here before we can see people buying the dip. So do not rule out some of these price points around here at 54.5. Again, if we do fall around this level, just like I said, I was buying the dip at these yellow dots, I would buy the dip again around this territory. If we see that 56 level, 55.5, I would like to buy the dip there. Not currently where it's at. I want to see a rotation. I want to see us move to the upside. Now, what is this market focused on? Right now, this market's just a little bit nervy. So the Japanese yen trade, the carry trade, right, got thrown into disaster. You had the Bank of Japan increase their interest rates. That led to the market collapsing. And then you had the Bank of Japan come out and say, okay, fine, we won't fight inflation. We won't increase anymore if it's going to create uncertainty. And so the market recovered. But this market's still not completely convinced. They just want to be a little bit patient, just to understand what is going on. And part of that is going to be the all-important CPI reading we get from the UK and the US on Wednesday. So pay attention to that. We want to find out if inflation is trending in the right direction. We also want to continue to look at the other data points like the jobs data, the company earnings, to see if we have any growth concerns. Remember, market participants are still worried that what if we're heading into a recession? What if Jerome Powell's not cutting rates and we could be triggering a recession? He's not doing enough. So that's important as well. We've also got the Jackson Hole meeting coming up as well. So that's going to be important for us to take a look at, to do with the Fed as well. So you can see here in the US market, it's kind of struggling to build on any momentum from last week, really. So you can see the Dow Jones is down 0.5, you can see the S&P is down 0.3, and the Nasdaq is down 0.36 as well. And it's the same story with Bitcoin, right? Relatively slightly down today, 0.5, but where the excitement happening is happening with altcoins. You are seeing a marked movement in certain altcoins. I mean, look at Aptos, up 12.6% today. You've got Arbitrum falling up 2.5% despite their big unlock that's coming up. Optimism up 3.2%. Cake is up 1.5%. So you are seeing like very marked green here in the market. Metis up 5.25%. So definitely layer 2 solutions and Ethereum are doing quite well in this market, which is very, very interesting to see. And the reason for that is very clear. You can see here, if we jump on over to the Bitcoin dominance, the Bitcoin dominance is getting a sharp correction here. And this is needed, right? We're in an uptrend here on dominance. It's very important to understand this dominance has been very, very strong, and it needs a little bit of a cooling off. I mean, look at how extended it is here on the weekly chart. I mean, if this doesn't cool down to here, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Don't be surprised to see a week or a couple of weeks of good movement here on altcoins, because this dominance is very extended. And this is something I've been talking about. You guys can see it here on my diagram. I've been saying for a while that I expect dominance to climb, and you can see how it's now working its way up towards the 59% line I had set. I even wouldn't be surprised if this wants to work up towards 65, guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see dominance continue to climb as people want to rotate a little bit risk off relative to altcoins. That being said, you are seeing this little correction leg now here on Bitcoin dominance, and that could play in favor if you're trading altcoins. So I've opened up 3 brand new altcoin trades here, swing trading. Again, if you want to see what trades I'm taking, jump into the Telegram group. They're really big trades, and I share them completely transparently for you guys to see. So nice cooling off here by Bitcoin dominance, and one for us to watch. Doesn't mean we're now downtrending in Bitcoin dominance. I don't want people to get confused by the message here. It's just a correction within the upward trend, which of course you can take advantage on here for altcoins. Let's also take a look at Phantom. A lot of people asking me to take a look at the Phantom chart as well. Let's pull that up 4.5% here today. And again, just trying to hold its support, right? It's very important for support around this 34, 35 cents mark. And again, it needs to hold it. But once it holds it, guess what? It's going to have the resistance of the EMA ribbon. And that's going to be the problem here for Phantom. Every time it's tried to bounce, rejected. Tried to bounce, rejected. When it tried to bounce again here, and again, will it get rejected? If it loses 35 cents here, it's not looking great here for the Phantom and Sonic ecosystem. So very important that not only can it bounce here, but get above its EMA ribbon and start working itself into some safe territory around 45 cents and above. That's what you would want to see here on Phantom. Let's take a quick look at Ethereum as well. A lot of people asking about Ethereum, of course, having a really big fall, right? It did have that big fall down here. I mean, if you're looking at earlier this year, on the 28th of July just, you were sitting here on Ethereum at 3,300, then falling as low in the little flash crash as, let's get the price there, that fell as low as 2,100, guys. So no surprise to see it trying to bounce again. You want to see it reclaim this level. You want to see it reclaim above $2,800 here on Ethereum. I like Ethereum, and I'll be looking for opportunities to buy the dip here on ETH at some of these prices. Again, it was not long ago, guys, that Ethereum here was touching levels at 4,000 in March of this year. So just imagine how much has changed since there that you're getting an impressive discount. I mean, take this measured move, guys. Look at this. If you take that measured move from there down to where we're at there, 37% discount from this year's highs for Ethereum. So definitely one to watch here. So there you have it, guys. A really big week here in terms of the macro data. I will be covering off the CPI with you guys. If you want updates in the interim, then make sure you're in our Telegram group. That's where I share the macro updates. That's where I share all the updates to do with inflation, jobs figures, company earnings, etc. That's all going to be in the Telegram group. Hope you guys are trading and investing safely out there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.